Welcome back. All right, so I started with Columbus. Now I'm going to do the Dallas one as the second one for today. And have mercy. It's a lot because I have the Seals in and amongst this. I have the Minnesota North Stars in this. And we can get through the minor league ones because there's a number of minor league ones in here. Let me just go through. Okay, so Texas. It's a nice Texas dark jersey, the same one that they wear now. I don't have the white one. I've thought about buying the white one, but how often am I going to wear it? Comes up. This one itself, I think I've only worn once. There's a lot of jerseys in this collection I've either not worn or worn maybe once, maybe twice. So that one's in that category. Then you get into how about Iowa? So I have mentioned I have a lot of Iowa jerseys. And this is a video where I get a chance to kind of prove that. So there's a black Iowa. Now this one I got from Jersey Baron. It is a size 54. It is also like you've got the room for the shoulder pads. This is the legitimate on ice article. It even says right here, authentic, and it's uh, authentic on ice jersey of the AHL. There it is. So this is Iowa Stars. This is the black one. This is Iowa Stars, the green one. I also got this one through Jersey Baron. And then Iowa Stars, the white one. And the white one is a size 54. The green one is also a size 54. These are all jerseys that if I wear them, I will look like I'm wearing a dress or I'll look like a 6-year-old wearing dad's clothes pretending he's going to work. These jerseys are, but they're just gorgeous. This is why I've joked around in live streams that maybe we need to go to Iowa because I have a lot of Iowa jerseys. I have what, 2 Iowa Wild. Here's 3 Iowa jerseys here, and I want to say there's other Iowa ones as well. But really, what I discovered was these are all great. So I picked up, I think it was the black one that I got first, and I was like, I love these, and so I got the other 2 from Jersey Baron as well. Again, I can't really wear them, so these are just purely for collector reasons. And I mean, I can wear it in a video, sure. But yeah, I love this. I think this is absolutely fantastic. So there you go. There's 3 of those, so that's 4 minor league jerseys so far from the Dallas portion of my collection. There's more than that, though. Because the most American jersey that's ever Americaned, ever, and this includes my Rochester Americans, is this beauty right here. And I picked this one up off the AHL website. I think it was the only one they had because it was sold out right after I got it. And I mean, it's ridiculous. It's one of those ones that I saw, and it was on sale too. And I was like, man, for $60, sure, I'll take that. It is very America. It's Texas. Right, it might as well be Texas with a dollar sign for Celebrity Jeopardy viewers and all that. But which would be the Saturday Night Live version, right? But it's awesome. This is absolutely great. It's fantastic. Oddly enough, when we go down to the States, I don't bring this and I don't tend to wear it. I probably should. I mean, if we ever go to Texas, this has to go, and I have to get pictures taken wearing this one just in general because Texas, and it is highly America. You got the star up here. It is very entertaining. So I believe that rounds out the AHL portion of our collection. Would you like to see some Seals jerseys? Well, you're going to see them anyways. So the Seals original design wasn't fantastic in my eyes, and I mean that. I was talking about Columbus earlier, and I said didn't necessarily get it right out of the gate. The Seals were a problem right from the beginning. Now, the Seals jerseys I've considered moving over to San Jose. I have not because the Seals became Cleveland, which then merged with Minnesota, and I'm like, all right, I'll just leave them where they are. But I can understand people wanting these to be in the San Jose portion of the collection. I may change my mind at a later date. I just haven't yet. So there's the white version of that one. So that Seals, the white version. I have the other as well from that era right here. So green, blue, and white. And this is a unique color scheme. I wouldn't mind seeing the Sharks do some kind of a throwback to this, to be honest. As it's not like Dallas is going to do a throwback now. But at any rate, I'm not a big fan of the logo. I've talked about that, but you can see the O, which is, of course, for the Oakland Seals. Started off as the Oakland Seals, and they changed to the California Golden Seals, trying to, come on, people, come watch this team that traded a draft pick that became Guy Fleur and doesn't draft, trade, or play very well. But come on out and support the team. I don't know if that was the message, but it's kind of the message that they sent with their roster moves. So here is an Oakland Seals jersey that I got before this Oakland Seals jersey, which is a different shade of green. These are both NHL agreed upon made jerseys. This one by CCM. This one's an Adidas Team Classic. So a little bit of a different shade of green for the Oakland Seals / California Golden Seals. Not really a huge difference in the jerseys outside of that. The stripes are a bit of a different width, but it's not that much of a difference. So there's Seals there. And then on top of that, now what's interesting too is that the Seals actually changed to a teal design. I don't have the teal one. The teal one I haven't seen released. I know when they were bringing out the Adidas Team Classics, I was really hoping it would be the teal one. So this is the yellow version of that, and this is, of course, after they changed over to Oakland A's colors. And it seems to be a California trope, doesn't it, where the LA Kings have used colors for other local teams to seemingly associate themselves with that color scheme, and the Seals tried it as well with A's colors. It didn't work out, but they're not bad. And the yellow one I don't think is that bad, considering, there are some ugly yellow jerseys out there. So that's the Seals. Now we'll get into the Minnesota North Stars because, of course, that predates the Dallas Stars. So for Minnesota, where's the other one at? It's in here. I know it is. I must have missed it already. All right, I'll grab. It's that one. Okay, that's fine. So right here, got the double stripe. I've got the green double stripe around here somewhere. So I'll hold this up, and I'll either find the double stripe or I'll pause and go looking because the double stripe is here. I absolutely have it. There it is. Right there at the back. So I just didn't wait long enough. I wasn't patient enough. So the length of the N on these jerseys has varied over the history of the Minnesota North Stars. This is a color scheme and look that I really do think that at some point in time Minnesota will have permanently in their arsenal. I know they're using these colors for their third jersey for the reverse retro from last year that they're going to be using as the third this year. So it is nice to see that the Minnesota North Stars lineage continues through the Minnesota Wild. So again, people could say, hey, don't have those Minnesota North Stars there, put them with the Wild. But then Wild fans would say, hey, you can't do that because the Wild are a whole new organization. And I would answer with, yeah, North Stars to Stars. It's a very, very linear kind of thing. So the double stripe is an era that I wasn't even aware of when I started, building up the collection, and only became aware of because Sports K had those ones, and I've never seen them anywhere else. Then we get into the following era, which is when I started watching the Minnesota North Stars, when they were wearing this here. Now, I don't have a white version of this, so this is one of those rarities where I have the green version of this. I don't have the white version before they added the black. I've never seen it for sale anywhere. So this is all on its own. But it's a nice jersey, and again, when I started watching the Minnesota North Stars, this was the color, this was the design they have. This, of course, is what they've done the throwbacks to from the Minnesota Wild, and I like it. I like the fact that, again, unique colors will always win me over. When a team has, here's our new jersey, and you go, that looks a lot like the jersey of that team, it's less impressive to me. Now, people will notice that I don't have the original Minnesota North Stars that is in my collection, as well as Cleveland Barons. Both of those jerseys are kit jerseys, as they're kit jerseys, which I've explained in other videos before. I don't have them in the official collection. So do I have them? Yes, but they weren't manufactured by the National Hockey League officially through CCM or anything like that. So since they're kit jerseys, they don't actually show up in the collection videos. And I had to go through and weed out some of those jerseys when I was going through the collection about 2 months ago. And made that decision at that point. All right, so the Minnesota North Stars would add black because that's what every team in the NHL does. You have to add black to your look, and it worked. The extra black stripe, it worked. It made the end pop that much more. I think the road jerseys look nicer. I think honestly, well, these were the home jerseys at the time. These were road. It goes back and forth. But yeah, I really like this design quite a bit, and that's where black gets into it for what would become the Dallas Stars. You can see the 1991 Stanley Cup patch. That was not on the jersey when I bought it. That's one that I bought, and my wife attached it to the jersey. So Minnesota North Stars, that's where it ends, right? No, it actually does not. For the Minnesota North Stars, the era of the North Stars ends with this. When they went through and they did this redesign, I think everybody knew that their time in Minnesota was up. You'll notice that the N is gone. No mention of North. And the speculation at the time was that they were going to move to Texas and become the Lone Stars, which thankfully didn't happen. But that was the thought was, well, North Stars, Lone Stars. Nope, they just changed it to Stars. But this was the precursor. This is where it began. And as I mentioned when I talk about these jerseys, I bought these before the team moved to Dallas. That's why I know they're Minnesota North Stars jerseys. Because I've had people say, well, no, those are Dallas Stars jerseys. No, Minnesota made that change before they moved. So, when they did move, the initial change in the jerseys was very, very minor. And when I saw this on eBay, I was like, okay, I've got to get that. Absolutely got to get that. This is all they did. It's the exact same jersey. They just put the Texas map with the star and the letter D right there, and that's the change they made. So this way I got a brand new, for me brand new anyways, a lot less beat up than the other one I just showed you, version of what was the Minnesota North Stars transition to becoming the Dallas Stars. That's the only change. That was it. That first year, the word mark was not on there, and so that's how, if you're looking at eBay listings, you can tell if you're looking at a Dallas jersey or a Minnesota jersey. Just ask them to see the shoulders. So they get to Dallas, and they did add the word mark to Dallas. I'm trying to find, I know I had two of them in here. There's the other one. So this is for collector purposes that I mentioned this. So this is a starter right here. This is a starter. See how bubbly that logo is? And this is the CCM. So this is the difference. You'll see a difference in color, difference in the way they look. This is a genuine starter. I bought this one in the store. I know this is for real. Otherwise, I'd have some questions. And this one here is the CCM that I got not too long ago. And I was getting this one to replace this one, but then I realized they're different colors. The logo is a different color. It's a completely different setup. And for videos like this, I was like, well, I kind of have to keep both. So this one's definitely seen better days. This one looks much nicer, but you can see the difference in the brands right there between CCM and starter. So when you're looking on eBay, and you see a starter and you go, wow, that logo looks rough. That's how a lot of them ended up looking. It's that interface layer in between that my wife was talking about in the live stream yesterday. So that's Dallas before they transitioned to the star design. And once they transitioned to the star design, most fans, myself included, said, all right, you guys have achieved the perfect Dallas Stars jersey, leave it alone. And I think this one started out as the third, and then eventually they introduced this, and that became their look all the way through the 1999 Stanley Cup, which I believed was going to solidify that being their final look. But it wasn't, because looking at this rack, there's still a lot of Dallas to get through. So, yeah, just pull up a chair, just sit down. Dallas video is going to take a while. That's why I got Columbus out of the way first, because I knew that one would be quick, and that Dallas would not be, which is part of the reason why Dallas has taken so long for me to get to. So they had that great design, and then they decided to kill my soul and switch over to this design. This is a very university-looking design, which may have been the plan. I remember when I got this white one, I was like, well, I don't hate it. And I got the black one, and I had a similar reaction of, well, I don't hate it, but you'll notice they weren't in the top 100. If my countdown had gone to 300, these probably wouldn't have showed up either. And yeah, they changed to this, and I couldn't understand it because they've got the logo on the shoulder, the really nice Stars logo, and they decided not to use that. The worst part was, before both of them said Dallas on the front, they actually had this one, which isn't bad. I mean, I do wish there was a little more striping on it. There's a lot of just blank space there. You'll notice the 20th anniversary here. Again, I ordered that. My wife put that on there. But yeah, this is a 46. This is a Reebok Authentic. This is a really nice jersey. Again, I got this one, I believe, through Jersey Baron. And yeah, I really like this one. I think this one's fine, but eventually with just Dallas across the front. Well, we can't have the Dallas word mark on one and not on the other. So we're just going to Dallas. We know they're Dallas. We're aware they're Dallas. So that one's redundant. I can put that one back here. Again, just to replace one of the old ones. And of course, I have to mention the Mutus. So this became known as the Mutus because the stars are in the shape of a woman's uterus. And the star is down here on the sleeve. I've seen reports on, well, they don't even have the logo on the jersey. Yes, they do. It's right here. The star's right here. It's a bold look. It is a bold look. It is different. The striping's different. And yeah. Yeah, it may not have been the best decision that the Dallas Stars have ever made. But while it was ugly, I have to admire the effort. At least they tried something completely different. I think if you took the stars out, no, that doesn't do it. No, no, it'd still look ridiculous. I was just thinking if you just had the head, but nope. I don't think you can. I don't think this is gonna be salvageable on any level. Like, oh, here's THG's updated version of the Mutus. Doesn't it look fantastic? That's not going to be a headline, but yeah, Mutus. And this is an authentic on ice. So this one I got from Ben H Sports. This is one of those authentic on ice. So you can tell by the elbow patches, they have it where you've got room for the elbow pads. So an authentic Mutus. And as soon as I saw that with Ben's listings, which he doesn't have that anymore, but I was like, I have to get the authentic Mutus because then I can say, look, I have an authentic Mutus. Hey, another redundancy right there. Or I pulled that one forward when I didn't mean to. All right, so Dallas eventually realizes that the word mark doesn't work. And so they go to a new design. Now, when they announced they were changing their logo, I was nervous, but I liked this. And my reaction to it was one of, hey, that's not bad. That's definitely an improvement over just the word mark. I do prefer the other logo, and I'll talk about that again before this is done. But these weren't bad. These weren't bad at all. 25th anniversary patch there. Of course, I have a Dallas one as well that has Ottinger on it. This is my blank version. And yeah, I honestly, I enjoy these jerseys. I think they're nice. I've seen people calling for them to change them. I don't know if they will or when they will. When you get into Winter Classics, of course, I wasn't a huge fan of the Winter Classic, but I didn't think it was that bad. Now, yes, I know. It looks like STDers. I know. But it is stars, but I understand why people see that, and you can't unsee it once you've seen it. But I thought this was nice. I thought it was a nice throwback to, an old Dallas-style jersey. And I don't mean Dallas Stars either. But I didn't think this was bad at all. I like the color. And it's simple, but it's not too bad. And again, it's kind of a word mark, but I like the stitching in here. The silver stitching there and the stitching in there. And the felt letters and all that. I thought they did pretty well. And then you get to the current, I refer to this as the rave jersey because it looks like something you'd wear to a rave. You've got the black and then you've got the bright green that would glow in the dark. And it does. I've worn this in situations where there's black light, like for Halloween and whatnot. Yeah, it glows like crazy. So it has grown on me. It's different. I am curious to see once this one's run out the clock what Dallas does for a replacement for the third jersey. But it's not bad. And they had a really strong record with it a year or two ago. And so, yeah, I do appreciate this jersey. Of course, I have one with my name and number on it because they had a sale. And so I figured I would do that. But, yeah, Dallas Stars, pretty sharp jersey overall. At least to me. I know there's people who don't like it. And then you get the reverse retros. Now, I'm going to defend the first batch of reverse retros. I think they did a good job on this star. I think the problem was that the text is silver. The text on the star itself is silver. If that had been bronze or something darker, I think it would have made the jersey look better. It makes it look kind of plain and washed out that way. That was why, again, when there was a sale on Cool Hockey, I wanted this one with the name and number on it. So I got Modano because I knew that will age well. Modano will always be remembered as a Dallas Star. And with the name and number, it breaks up that sort of monotony that is absolutely present on this jersey as a blank. But I think it's okay. I think it's a good one. I do think, again, that there's room for improvement with it, but it wasn't that bad. And then this one, I thought they hit it out of the park. I thought it was great. I thought the way that they did the star on this one, where it's a bit different than it was initially, that was great. And if they made this their regular logo, I think Stars fans would be overjoyed with that. You get the old Texas map on the shoulder again, which we had originally, and it is really and truly a reverse retro in that it is a callback to this jersey here. Almost got it. This one right here. Nope, don't knock that one off. So it's a callback to this one, and it's kind of a reversal of that. And it's got the sleeves on it the same as on the white one here. So see, it does do a nice job of incorporating old designs and reversing them. And so I appreciate that. And this one says 1993, which was, of course, right around where they got the Dallas Stars from Minnesota, in a move that Minnesota fans are, I'm sure, perfectly fine and happy about now. But yeah, there you go. I knew this was going to be a major video. This was one of the reasons why when I was pre-recording to go on vacation, I saved some of the ones I did, because I knew they'd be a much longer video. This one being an example of that. But we survived this portion of the video of the jersey collection videos. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support, especially those in Iowa who will be like, why does he have so many Iowa jerseys? And I don't have an answer other than Iowa jerseys tend to be pretty nice. But there you go. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.